Hello, and how's everybody doing tonight or today or wherever you are, depending on what it is. It's night, day, whatever. So hope everyone is doing well. Hey, Heather, how are you?
I'm great. I'm confused now because I don't know what time it is. I was going to say good morning, but I can't do that because it's weird. It's like I was totally prepared to say good morning just to mess with you, and then you messed with me first. So, good day to
Never
you.
fails. And where are you from today?
Today, you know what? I'd like to be from someplace nice and cool that is like maybe heading into fall with turning leaves.
Mars.
You know, I like the color. I love the colors of fall.
Agreed.
Anywhere but the desert.
You actually painted. I remember when you did this one fall. I don't remember which fall it was, but on your show when you were doing your show, it was really cool. No, it was awesome. It was seriously an awesome, beautiful painting of fall leaves.
Fall is my favorite time of year.
Also, the window that you had with all the different seasons, that is a really cool thing.
Andrew owns that. It's a tree, and it has all 4 seasons, like you're looking through the window. Yeah.
So cool. Yeah. You're a very creative person. You really are. Anyway,
hey, that's my middle name, Heather Creative Crafter.
There you go. All with K's. All with K's. Don't put a C in there.
Nope.
So where are you from? Okay, tell her. Oh, here we go. Jolin's out there from Low Country, South Carolina, not too far away from me. Niagara Falls, pretty far from me. And then we have there we go. Early God's Scotland. Now really farther. Yeah, a lot further away from me. Further.
We got Ron out there, Tech for Teen Years. Ron. Yeah, Tech for Teen Years.
Okay,
just changed the name there, Ron. Sorry about that.
It's TFT, Tech for Teen Years. Kind of like TWT, Tinkering with Tech, but
exactly. Richard's in
Japan. Okay, so he's the furthest so far. Okay, we're just trying to get around the globe here. There you go. Echo.
You're hearing an echo.
Okay. All right. Good. I hope you do, because
when you can hear us twice as much, that's even better.
Yeah.
Maybe you have the.
We didn't even charge for that.
You have the video open twice, Andrew.
We didn't even charge for that. Yeah. Smash the like button. Thank you very much. Thank you. There you go.
That's nice.
The subtleness of the March grass during the year, the fall colors, rusty greens are ripening. Oh, so beauty. There you go.
There you go. It's 6:05 in the morning in Japan.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Well, LJ's here from Ohio. Hi, LJ.
Will it be? Nice. That's cool. That's pretty far from me. If you want to learn about us, we are tinkeringwithtech.net. Love to have you come over and join us for a month or so or whatever. Just check it out. That'd be awesome. Over here, you can see. Oh, and I got it right this time. Pointed right to it. There you go. I'm getting good at this. There is a. If you have your phone and you're on your computer, but you have your phone, you can always hit that QR code too and check it out there. It brings you to the same thing as that link that you see down there. So, anyway, what are we talking about today?
Why would they do that though? Why would they go there?
Oh, I don't know. No, just kidding.
To join the community, which is full of a bunch
Absolutely.
of people who help each other with technology.
Yes, that is why. Yes, no, I love it. I don't know. Okay, no, absolutely. Listen, we love helping each other. It's an awesome community. We build each other up. 49 degrees. Oh, he's still in Japan. Okay, I'm losing it. County, Ohio. Right. Interesting. Look at that. That's cool. All right, another Ohioan. If I yell out, "Oh," and then
hi.
There you go.
Isn't that how it goes? Right? That's how it goes.
I think so. I don't know. I'm not from there, so I'm not sure. But yeah, let's have some fun. Okay, today we're going to talk about what this. I think it's kind of cool subject in my eyes. What I'm thinking, because I think it'd be neat to learn about some of you that are out there. Hopefully, we get a bunch of people here, and even if you're watching in the after show, I think it's going to be really cool to find out what you use, how you use, and especially in different countries, in different everything, just to see what you guys use for streaming services. We're talking about streaming services. What do I mean by that? What do I mean? Let's just go into some detail here. Like, how do you watch your TV, or what things are important to you, like entertainment wise. So I guess what I'm saying is something like cable, or like, do you use Roku? Do you use satellite? Do you use, YouTube TV? Do you just watch YouTube? Do you just watch movies on Facebook? Do you have Prime Video? I think I named just about all of them, but I'm real curious to know.
Did you say
Apple TV? If you have an Apple, I know I usually forget that one.
I know you do. That's why I had to say it. A lot of people I know watch on their Apple TV. That's the reason why I agree.
I agree.
I'm not one of those.
Or do you cast? Do you cast? Like, do you buy movies? Do you buy movies and then cast them? Or do you just buy movies and use Prime Video because it's on your TV? Or do you actually go to the movies? I know that's weird, but do you actually go to the movies?
Oh, you didn't even mention this. What about using like an antenna? I mean, I know that's real old school. But that up until we moved into this apartment, that was how we watched regular television, was with an antenna. I don't know about you in your area, but now you can't even do that because it's all digital. Can. No, you can. It's a digital antenna. I know, it's a digital antenna.
Oh.
Yeah.
You still have to have cable coming in.
I know you think
I don't know, whatever. Okay. Well, get on with my brother after this because he wants to know how to do that. So anyway, Netflix and YouTube. There you go. Statista
is what we use. Okay.
Wow, interesting.
Use and have Amazon Prime Video. All right, you got it.
YouTube. I like that. YouTube.
I don't go to the
theater.
Is
it YouTube TV? I wonder if it was YouTube TV. Oh, it's so true.
That's true.
Yes,
that's true. Depends on what you're watching, though. I remember when the kids were little, every movie I went to was a nap. Very expensive nap.
Gil said YouTube, but I'm curious whether he just watches. Yes. No, I just wondering if he watches YouTube or YouTube TV. Because there is a difference, but so I'm just curious on that because it really is kind of. I'm just kind of trying to find out. There you go for a bit and have Netflix and Hulu for years. There you go. Mm-hmm. Roku is my go-to device, and I also love my Chromecast for TV, and Amazon Prime, and Acorn TV, and BritBox. Wow. Okay. I mean, so there's specific channels that you watch on those, I guess.
What about this? What about getting a smart TV that has all those apps already in it? Does anybody do that?
And then pay for those apps.
Well, and you can, yeah, definitely. There's some that are free on there, and they have like commercials and stuff too. But like Hulu on my smart TV is now old, I guess, because it's no longer supported on that television.
Oh, really?
No joke. It's still there. Wow. I can still click on it, but it will not stream.
Interesting.
I was really surprised by that.
Yeah. Like my son, he buys a package because he has young kids now. So he has like a Disney package, I can't remember all the other ones, stuff like that. Discovery Plus and all that. And everything. So he uses that. No paid subscriptions on YouTube. Okay. I have a smart TV with all that stuff on there. I'm curious whether you pay for each one of those apps that you use on there. Have smart TV here.
Yeah. That's what he said. Curious. This is what he said. Almost everything except Showtime.
Okay.
So,
okay. Yeah. So those are all paid services, I would imagine. Pluto TV is free.
Yeah.
And you know what? I've never been to Pluto, so I'm not sure what they have on their TV, but I do like him at Disney. He's pretty cool. So I like him. He's a lot of fun.
Ron stays away from smart TV apps. There you go. Okay. Smart TV with Android Xbox, I think it is.
Oh, okay.
Happening
through the years too. Tech moves on and leaves. Yep, I hear you. Yeah.
I know. Oh, and also Facebook. You watch Facebook too. Okay.
Okay. So I'm curious there. Are you watching just videos, movies, or what are you doing there? Or is it just that's where you spend your time? And that's fine too. I was just curious. Yes, we pay for it. There you go. So you pay for those services and those channels and all those things. My favorite show is quite interesting, I guess, QI, available on YouTube and BritBox. Interesting. Okay. Don't know that I've ever seen that. I prefer plug-in smart boxes for my TVs rather than built-in. Okay. So something like a YouTube Chromecast TV remote, whatever
Roku,
kind of things. Roku. Yeah, exactly. Those kind of things. And then bring it in that way. I got you. Through our phone service, though, which is cool. That is kind of cool. I know some of them that do that.
Yeah, that's how it was with Disney Plus. When Disney Plus came out, we got like a whole year free with that. And their tactics work because now we pay for it. So
yeah, exactly. I hate having to subscribe to all those shopping channels. Yeah, good point. Valid point. I know. I love, anybody that knows me knows that I do baseball and watch a Little League. I love to watch the Little League games. So I had to sign up for ESPN Plus for 2 months just so I could watch some of those games and stuff, which I did, and that's fine. And they have some really cool shows on there, but it didn't, for me, I don't spend enough time watching all that. And like somebody said earlier, I think it was Gil, watching YouTube. I actually watch YouTube. I watch YouTube videos quite often. And since the YouTube app is on all of my smart TVs, it's easy for me to get there and go watch and watch live streams and that kind of stuff. I watch your show on the big screen TV with YouTube and send chats on Twitch. That's awesome.
That's cool.
That's really cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Or is it a smart box? Exactly. Everything. Richard says, I have great grandkids there. So.
Oh, I got you. There you go.
On Facebook, I think it was always.
Yeah.
Twitch from your phone. Got it. Yep. Makes sense.
I like
Roku
that.
Roku is the best and keeps the apps up to date. Now that's interesting, Ron, because we just purchased a Roku and it is the worst experience I've ever had. I absolutely hate that device. That's an interesting.
And that's why I wanted to hear that. I think that's cool because he's in Canada as well, so it may be a little different there because we did. Maybe. My son had both. My son had Roku, did it for a long time. Then he went to YouTube TV. Then YouTube TV, they said, well, you get more with Roku, so they went back to Roku. So now what they've done, because he's a sports fanatic, and maybe this plays into it, but he absolutely loves YouTube. So they went to YouTube TV and then paid for the other services like ESPN Plus, Discovery Plus, and Disney Plus or whatever. So he just did a package deal that way. So that's interesting to hear. I mean, I'm glad to hear your input. I'm real curious to hear his input a little bit more too, just to see.
You know what I like about this topic is there's no wrong answers.
No, not at all.
So whatever works best for you, I think it's interesting. So what in my household, this is really funny because, it's not been easy to embrace the technology around here. Okay. So even inserting the Google Home thing and having it talk and all that jazz, very difficult to make that happen around here. Well, we only had one television before, because we were in the studio apartment. Now we're in a 4-bedroom apartment and we have a multitude of televisions / computers that are being streaming stuff all the time. And everybody has their way of doing things on their phone, on their computer, on their Chromebook, on their Xbox or PlayStation or whatever. There's even VR helmets that they're watching TV in their VR. So when we had to add a second television to our life, my husband and I, he was adamant about not wanting to cast anymore because that's what we do on the main TV is cast. And to me, it's the easiest because we both have Pixel phones. So Pixel and Chromecast, they're just so everything. If I can't do it through an app, I do it through the Pixel itself, right? So it's super easy. Everything I want to show you on my phone, I can put up on the big screen. For whatever reason, he balked at it. We bought the Roku. And he has actually admitted to me that he wishes we would have just bought another Chromecast because it was so much easier.
Good to know.
It's funny.
Good to know. Yeah.
Anyway,
I love this kind of conversation. This is the stuff that I just love to hear these conversations. 𝐞𝐽𝐬 is the new kid on the block. There you go. Okay. Okay.
Jolin said, "Oh, Disney Plus and Paramount Plus. Wow, they got all these plus."
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. New streams via YouTube. Heather mentioned that in the green room right before we came on.
That's kind of interesting. Let's see. What does Stuart have to say? Broadband TV with Virgin Plus, now TV occasionally, Samsung Smart TV and digital terrestrial TV. We also subscribe to several movie services. Our son also gave us Netflix access. Ooh, that's hard to say, but that's really cool. And you're in Scotland, so are there things? I recently heard something about VPN services that you can utilize if you're in a different country where you can't actually watch a show that it's being blocked by your country region. That's an interesting. We may have to have a conversation about that on the show, maybe. But.
Yeah. That's cool.
Jolyn says, a few years back when my dad needed a new TV, I already used Roku, so we got him a dumb TV and used Roku exclusively. It was awesome. And that's the reason why we bought the Roku, is because it is a dumb TV. It has no smart capabilities whatsoever.
Right, yeah.
And she loves her Roku in capital letters.
There you go. There you go. And that's cool. That's awesome. I think it's great. One thing that I really, really love, and I know that some of the, like, I can't remember, digital, one of the network TVs, they have a remote where you can talk to. That's one thing I really have learned to like a lot about the Google TV one. And I hope I don't set everybody's device off, but that is completely awesome because you can switch to XM radio. You can switch to, I mean, it's just so cool, the different things you can go to in different channels and switch your channel and go. That's really an awesome feature speaking into your device. So, and I think, I'm not sure if Roku does that, but I think the technology.
Not the one that we bought, but I'm pretty sure it's because it's, sometimes when you buy something, especially if you're buying the lowest priced one, you're buying like one from 5 years ago or something, which may be what we did. Phil said they bought a Roku TV and couldn't get it to work, had to return it. Horrible experience. I think it's interesting to hear everybody's experiences with these things.
Me too.
It may work perfectly, it may not, and it doesn't mean anything is good or bad or whatever. So
we're not criticizing or being critical or anything like that at all. I'm trying to find out. I'm real curious just to see what everybody uses and does. So.
Richard says, I use the Chromecast for the TV instead of Roku, but I do have the Roku too. Interesting. Nice. Interesting.
How awesome.
And Roku and YouTube TV are different types of services. That's true.
Really?
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, because YouTube TV, you can't get any of those apps on a Roku, right? Any of the things that YouTube TV is offering, you can't get those on a Roku.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I can't answer it because I don't have
You can play YouTube videos through the app on the Roku because it has YouTube app, but it's not YouTube TV.
They might have. Isn't Roku like Google Chromecast? Isn't Roku and Google Chromecast the same thing? Because they call it Google TV now. Okay, they call it Google TV, but it's a Chromecast basically, and you can get all the apps. It pulls up. It has all the apps listed at the bottom of your TV. Same thing as Roku. I think. I'm pretty sure those are one and the same. Now, YouTube TV is its own entity, just like Discovery Plus is a channels and has its thing and all that stuff. I think that's the way that. So just to clarify for people what the difference is on those things, I think that's my understanding.
The Chromecast I have is old, so it doesn't have any apps or any of that stuff.
True, gotcha.
So it's just it is literally just a receiver that grabs my casting from my phone or my iPad.
Right. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh yeah, Android TV. I forgot all about that too.
Oh wow, had no idea.
Wow.
So I don't know if your things are showing or not, but I see this one here from Eileen. She put a super sticker up, so want to make sure we give.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to Eileen.
Eileen, how nice is that? That is just wonderful.
And then Gil popped in with a $10 super sticker as well. So thank you. Wanted to say thank you as well.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe.
Okay. So there's so many comments. I want to make sure I get to everybody. Let's see. Stuart said, several friends use Android. Oh, I just put that one up. Exactly. Okay, we did that one. And then Jolyn is agreeing with Richard. And Roku first, Chromecast second. All right, you got it.
Gotcha.
Andrew, all right, I question that. Anything that contains the word Facebook is, to a certain percentage of us, insanely wrong. Okay, you got it, Andrew. All right, various services do allow for family sharing. Actually, that's a great point.
That is a good point.
What I love about YouTube and what I do with YouTube is I pay for the family plan, and we can all watch YouTube without any ads.
Super cool.
And it's way cheaper than if we all individually bought a plan. But I'm not talking about YouTube TV. So how does YouTube TV work? Is that a family plan thing, or how does that work? Yes,
it is. And it can only, I'm trying to remember, there are restrictions. Some of them have restrictions. I can't remember about this one, but I think it's like you can't have more than 3 3 TVs going at the same time.
Oh yeah, location. Netflix used to be like that for me. I think we had to up our subscription plan to allow more devices to utilize it. I think, but I haven't had Netflix for a long time, so I don't really know how that still goes. But
I was just at a friend's house, and he said that his wife said, "Hey, my TV just went out. Did you just sign into a device at work?" Talking to her husband, because if somebody's on upstairs and then this one's over here and then this one's here, that's it. You can't go anymore. So if somebody gets on their device, then it blocks it or whatever, something like that.
I saw your lights turn red back there. So that worked. That means Jim put a super chat up there. Thank you, Jim.
Awesome.
We appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Yep, lights turn red. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that very much. So very, very much so. Need to check on that.
Let's see. It's also what we've become used to. Exactly. TCL TVs now offer built-in Roku or Google TV. That's pretty cool. I own 4 TCL TVs, and they all have Roku. That's cool.
That is cool.
Mike saying it may take a while for the new services to be added to be built in or add on smart devices. Yeah. Yes, you can get YouTube TV on any streaming device, including Roku. There you go. Jolin says there is a way around adding the app for YouTube TV onto a Roku. Okay, good to know.
Well, there you go.
Says, Sky's Now TV is a Roku box, but locked down. In the early days, people used secret development mode to upload apps, particularly IPTV services, to the Roku. And then Jolin says, I like Vizio's TVs. I've had good success with them. And that is what we have. We almost all have Vizio TVs. I even had a Vizio TV as a monitor for quite a while. So.
Yeah, I don't know why I bought into the Samsung thing, but I think 3 of ours are Samsungs, 1's a Vizio, and I have 4 monitors that are Samsungs and 1 Dell, because the Dell was given to me. So monitors and TVs and everything else. Actually, I think this one is a Samsung. It is back behind me. So whatever. I don't know why.
So Modern Day Tech. Hey, Eric, glad you're here. He says, anybody sign up to get Amazon Astro?
No Rob.
I haven't even heard of that. Honestly.
You haven't heard of it?
Uh-uh.
Well, apparently you don't watch Tech for Seniors, because he talked all about it in his show.
Nope, and everything. I missed that one. So so I actually watch a lot of Amazon Prime, and it's funny because I didn't used to, but several of the shows that I would watch on Netflix, and then we got rid of Netflix, ended up I had to go to Prime and see if they were available there, and several of them have migrated or not available on one. Now they're here, and so I actually watch it. I was just watching it this morning. I do like an old TV show, and by old I mean it may be from like 10 years ago, and I just rewatch some of the same shows over and over again, and I just do marathon. It just goes back to back episodes throughout the whole thing. And I'm the kind of person who, when I find a show that I like and I like the characters, I'll just rewatch them. I love revisiting their lives, even though I already know the answer to this murder or who they're married to or who they get when they, that person's going to die at the end of this episode or season or whatever. I already know it's going to happen. And yes, I still cry. I do.
You're funny.
I have 2 small dogs, so what's a third? Okay, you got it. I think I missed something there. I get it. I would trip and fall and break something with Astro wandering behind me. That was the question. Got it. Okay. Exactly, Heather. Eternal reruns. I know. I think streaming so if we go back just a little bit, in 2009 is when the US went digital with all of their television. Like it was February of 2009. I remember it distinctly because everybody they were panicked. Like, oh my gosh, I got to get cable, or oh my gosh, I got to buy one of those digital box devices, or like everybody was talking about this, and we had not had cable at that point 10 years. 99. Yeah, it was 10, maybe 11 years. We had not had cable at all. We had not paid for television once. So in February of 2009, I think at that point in time, we had already been streaming Netflix. It was very new. We gave up doing the DVDs. Remember, does anybody remember that Netflix used to actually send you an actual disc that you would put into a box called a DVD player?
I do remember that.
And so we actually canceled that part of our service and kept the streaming part of our service. And everyone we knew, and I mean everyone we knew, thought we were lunatics, absolute lunatics. Like, how do you watch television? Like, such and such TV, Friends is on Thursday. How can you not watch it? Like, it was just this. What do you mean? We'll catch it next season when it shows up on our program. Yeah. Like, it was just this normal. And we were so used to not watching commercials that when we would go out and see TV in a like a restaurant or a sports bar or something, it was like, man, how do people last through these commercials?
I do that with YouTube. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
so it's just funny. I know that was kind of long and drawn out there, but I had to share because we have literally been living like this since 2009, February 2009. And this is normal. And now we're doing a whole show about it and everybody knows what we're talking about. I just think that's funny. Hey, Dana Benz has popped into the stream. Thank you for joining us. Dana, appreciate you. Yep. Jolyn says, yes, I was thrilled to end the DVD part of the subscription for the stream years ago.
Yes. Amen. But Phil says, I don't miss that at all. I don't miss that either at all. That was just miserable trying to go through that process. Jeez, that was not fun. Yes.
There you go. I don't do commercials. I know. To me, commercials are such a waste of pain. They're just such a waste of pain, man. Like, oh, yeah. You even asked me, you even said something before we went live, something about a commercial, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I do not see them. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. DVR, zip through commercials. Exactly, Doug. I've never had a DVR either. So that to me is another one of those things. Like, you people can time travel. That's amazing to me. We were watching a football game a couple years ago, and somebody was just zipping through the commercials, like, and it catches up to where it is live in the game. And I'm like, what? Yeah. You can do that? Like, the game is on right now. You can't. What?
I love it.
Weird. Awesome. It's weird.
It's awesome. Yeah, you can't really do that when you're at the live game though. Like physically.
No, but when you're physically at a game,
you guys out there, can you fast forward?
Yeah, but when you're physically at a game, you barely know there's commercials because there's other stuff going on. So and hey, beer. You don't even know there's commercials happening.
That is true. Valid point.
They deliver it right to your seat. So
I know.
Yes.
I can't wait to get into the backstage pass in this one because I think it'll be interesting to hear the conversation that everybody has.
Wait.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one, I think, today.
So if you are a community member, we're going to be sending the link soon to join us in the Backstage Pass. If you're interested in becoming a community member where you get to come in every week and join us in the Backstage Pass, it's real simple to do. Just head on over to tinkeringwithtech.net. And, it's only $10 a month. So if you don't like it, don't pay the next month. We don't care, right? We'll be fine. It won't hurt my feelings.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes, there it is. Tinkeringwithtech.net. There you go.
Yep.
Did someone
also available in the after show? No, just kidding.
No, don't say that. Oh my gosh.
I know. Well, it is. If you go to your fridge, you can get one.
Well, that's true. There is that for sure. Hey, thanks for watching. If anybody's rewatching this or whatever, we would love to hear what you use or what you're doing and why. Why are you using certain things? What do you do? What do you show as your interest? What's your interest a lot of times?
Yeah, we didn't talk a lot about movies. We really didn't talk a lot about movies.
No, we didn't. Because that's one thing that I like to do is buy Prime movies. And when we were doing, remember during the situation that our country was in, and we had Monday matinees that I played a movie. Everybody sat around, ate popcorn and watched. And that was a lot of fun to do with friends, and you could talk amongst each other. And that was a blast. It was totally free. And I just did something where we could all get together and do that. But
that wasn't like you were streaming it publicly. So it was more like we were at your house and you were sharing the video on your screen and we got to watch that. So it was actually a really cool concept and very fun. and it made the time pass a little bit easier during that event. So that was quite nice, and I missed that. I kind of wish we could go back to doing stuff like that, but
no, it was fun. Anyway, so we're going to head on. Thank you, everybody that watched. Like I said, we appreciate you guys. We will see you next week. We have a awesome guest on next week. I'm just going to leave it at that. So keep an eye on my channel. You'll see I'll put out a post at some point showing you who's going to be on, but I think it'll be a good one. I'm looking forward to this one. So we can, anybody that, especially, I'll give you a little hint, especially anybody that monetizes their YouTube account. This will be a good one, I think.
Good one.
All right. Thank you, Heather. As always, I appreciate you. And we will see community members in the backstage pass. Thank you, everybody. See you next time.